With me today are Dr. Beverly Oliver Hawkins and Brenda Bailey from Model Cities, Inc. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, Model Cities is an organization that's based in St. Paul and it serves the people of Ramsey County. What are both of your roles in the organization?
I am the Chief Executive Officer, and I've been at Model Cities for 26 years this year. And Brenda is the Director of Finance and Real Estate Development, and this is her 20th year.
Yes.
Okay, oh good, long time.
Yes.
So Model Cities has been around St. Paul for a long time, and I
Yes.
know that I grew up here, and I've always heard the name Model Cities, but I wasn't quite sure what they did. So what is your mission or your goal for the organization?
We've been around since 1967, and actually we started in the basement of St. James AME Church. That's where we got our start, and we started out as a health project, and over the years we've grown and developed. Now what we provide are human services and real estate development and other community development services. Our mission is to focus in on people who have dysfunctions in the family, or people who are going through some severe stress and anxiety, and our intention is to go into the family unit and to bring about immediate relief.
Okay. Now I know that you have two main services. So you have the family support and then you have the housing support. So can you first talk about family support and what kind of falls under that umbrella?
Family support services targets people who are really going through some severe situations, and actually right now there are a lot more of those families, and it's a new kind of family than was the case in the past. We provide crisis intervention services, and what that means essentially is that families, for example, have problems with paying rent, families may have problems with buying food, they may have some other issues going on in the home, and they need immediate relief from stress. We go into the home, we provide crisis intervention and client support services, we pay bills for them and help them get food and clothing or whatever is necessary to bring about immediate relief. And then also when a family's going through that kind of stress, they usually have some other social or mental health issues going on. So we also provide in-home therapy to those families as well. We provide targeted case management for children who have mental health issues. And what we found is that you not only are working with the individual children, but you also are working with the family. We are part of a collaborative in Ramsey County that's providing that service. We have a contract with Ramsey County also to carry out or coordinate a pilot project they have for juveniles, right now young boys. It's called the Juvenile Detention Alternatives Initiative, and what that is a program that provides an alternative for these young boys so that instead of them going to juvenile detention, if they have a misdemeanor, they come to Model Cities, and there's another program over on the east side. We are working with a collaboration of other agencies in the city of St. Paul to carry out that JDAI initiative. So our intention with family support services is to bring about relief, and that sometimes means paying bills. It also means working to relieve some mental health issues as well.
Okay. Now, I know you have also a teen program called YES. Is
Yes.
that still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Youth Enrichment Services.
Okay.
Yes.
Explain a little bit about that.
Okay, that actually is an old program that started with one of our donors who donated $300 and asked us to try to come up with a program that would give young people something else to do. And so that was about 10 years ago, actually. That program has grown and developed, and right now we work with Boys Totem Town, we work with Camford Church, we work with other organizations to provide services throughout the year, actually. In the summer, they have summer enrichment experiences, and during the school year, we have some after-school academic enrichment services.
Okay, wonderful program. Now, the housing support, can you talk a little bit about that and what falls under that umbrella?
Okay, I'll start with that, and then I'd like for Brenda to say a little bit. For housing, we started doing housing with supportive housing in 1992, and that was for families who were homeless, previously or formerly homeless. We still provide those kind of supportive services, and we actually provide units as well as provide social support services for the families. A few years ago, I think in 2004, we started a partnership with Aurora St. Anthony Neighborhood Development Corporation to actually look at home ownership as an issue, not so much with people who were homeless, but with people who were renters and they wanted to buy. And initially we targeted the African American community because the home ownership rates were so low. That program is called MCASA Homes. Brenda and her staff are the ones that carry it out from our end, working with Aurora St. Anthony.
And as she mentioned, we started back in 2004. The intent is to provide services to the families who may have credit problems and can't immediately buy a home. So we have several education components at Model Cities to assist them in improving their credit, reducing their debt so that they can qualify. To date, we've done approximately 11 homes, and we have 2 that are actually waiting for somebody out there to come and buy a home. We always try to do a home averaging 3 bedrooms because we know that's the typical family, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. But when we purchase our homes, we go in with some type of subsidy dollars, grant dollars, be it from the city, the state, foundations, to help reduce the actual acquisition or purchase price for the families. We try to limit that purchase price to make it affordable for a family at 80% AMI. But since the foreclosure crisis, we've expanded, and we offer homes to families at 80% all the way up to 120% AMI. AMI is the average median income.
Okay.
And right now it's somewhere around $90,000, believe it or not.
All right.
But we do extensive rehab. Most of our homes have new kitchens, floor appliances. Where needed, we can put on a new roof. We put in new windows for energy efficiency, a 2-car garage, a bath. We remodeled the bath completely.
Wow.
We don't want them to have a lot of expenses moving into a home where they have to do repairs.
Now, do they have to qualify for this house, or do you take their house and fix it? Or
No, we normally start with new houses, either new construction or rehab, especially now with the foreclosure crisis and vacant homes all in the area. We mainly do rehab of existing homes.
Okay.
So the qualifications, though, for a family, yes, they do have to qualify with the income, as I mentioned, and then there's an application screening process. But I would encourage anyone who think they would qualify to apply. Don't rule yourself out.
Now, all the programs within Model Cities, is there an eligibility requirement? Or is it just case by case?
Well, for family support services, most of those, aside from the YES program, most of those are referrals through Ramsey County.
Okay.
So people who have severe stress, they should contact they should still call us. And even if we cannot provide a direct service for them right there, we'll make sure they are referred to somebody who can. But in addition to us, they can also contact Ramsey County Community Human Services. And then the county staff then contact us and we can provide services.
Okay, wonderful. So for future, what are your future plans for Model Cities? You could talk about short-term, long-term, anything that you have in the horizon.
Well, we're located at University and Victoria in the Model Cities brownstone, and coming down University Avenue is the Central Corridor Light Rail. And so we are actively involved in various committees and planning processes with regard to that. We are hoping to work with the community and some other community development corporations to actually do some more development along University Avenue, starting at Victoria and going actually all the way to Dale. We have done some work already at University and Dale with some other CDCs, Aurora St. Anthony, NDC, Episcopal Homes, and others.
Can I just put in a plug, though, because my passion is the homes, so if anyone is interested, www.modelcities.org.
Thank you for that. And I want to thank both of you for coming to the show. I really enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.